My name is Asher Kagan, the co-founder and CEO of Blade.
So Asher, what are you showing here at GDC with Shadow?
So Shadow is a platform that's allowing to play any game on any device at the best experience. Shadow, it's a subscription service that you register and paying a flat price per month, and you're getting a full Windows PC that you don't need to worry anymore about upgrading it, about if it will break or not, about on which display you can access your Shadow on it. It's just working everywhere and let you to play any kind of games that's available for Windows.
So you're basically controlling a PC via wirelessly from any device with an internet connection and a screen.
Exactly. You can connect to it on any screen, and you can peer any kind of a Bluetooth device or a USB device to your display, and you can use it in Shadow.
So can you talk about the specs of your PC you're controlling wirelessly?
So today, basically, we're giving an experience that's equivalent to a NVIDIA GTX 1080. We are starting to roll out now an upgrade for the new generation of graphic card. Our goal is that really you will not actually need to worry about the hardware that you have behind. You will just be able to install your favorite game and play it on any kind of setting that your local display is supporting, basically.
Can you talk about the technology behind this connectivity? You guys did a lot of testing, especially in Europe and in the US as well. You guys have service centers all over the place. Talk a little about where they're located and how this technology works so your bandwidth is accessible for everybody.
Yes, we spend lots of work on doing a complete end-to-end solution. So to design servers that will giving the users dedicated resources. So no matter how many users we have in our data centers, all the users will always get the same high-level experience, high-performance experience. And we also worked a lot on how to reduce the latency of cloud gaming, because as you know, in a local PC, usually you have two types of latency. You have the local screen latency, you have the input device latency, which can be measured by a total latency of click to eyeball. In cloud gaming, we are also adding the network latency, where we can, and we improved it a lot by using very good protocols, that's proprietary protocols that we developed, and that's allowing us to find the fastest path to the user, the fastest way to transfer the data. We still have the speed of light limitation. We're still working on figure out how to solve the speed of light limitation, but that I think will take a while. However, where we can reduce a lot the latency is on the latency, on the two other aspects of the latency of the input device and on the local screen. So for example, on a standard computer, when the graphic card finished to render a frame, it will copy it to the back buffer, to the front buffers, and it will transfer it to the local display over the HDMI or DVI protocol. And all those kind of things taking time. For example, if you are in 60 Hertz screen, it will take at least 16.7 milliseconds to do it. In Shadow technology, in the middleware that we developed completely in-house and kept everything in a way that it's working only on the GPU memory, we succeed to cut completely this latency, and we're getting the frame just exactly when it's ready, and we're sending it to the client. The result of that is that if you're taking out the network latency from the equation and you're running a Shadow server with a local screen connected to the servers and Shadow client next to it on a local LAN, the frame on the client will be more advanced than the frame on the server. And this allowing us to add network latency and still be on the same latency as a local PC, and to deliver an experience to our users on the area of our data center coverage that they're getting the same experience like they're working on their local PC.
So what's the minimum bandwidth you would need for the optimal experience with Shadow?
Yeah. On the traffic side, it's also where we developed a lot on how to shape the traffic correctly, especially for the cable connection in the US. And we're shaping it in a way that's and using the type of configuration that we built for the H.264 encoding and the H.265 encoding, that's already to play full HD. You can already do it on 5 megabits per second and get very good quality image. It can go up, and you can set it either manually, either dynamically. It can go up to 50 megabits per second, where you can get almost lossless image of 4K at a high refresh rate. And it can be set to fit any kind of storm you have on your local cable connection or on your local internet.
And then talk about also, you guys have hardware as well. You talk about your Shadow Ghost.
So the Shadow Ghost, it's a new device that we released at the end of last month. The Shadow Ghost we developed is a very small box that's basically is completely fanless, doesn't make any kind of noise. It's taking less than 10 watt of power. It's allowing you to connect it to any kind of non-smart display. We already have software client for any kind of smart display. So if you have Windows, Linux, iOS, macOS, Android TV, you can already use our software client. If you have non-smart device, any kind of display, or your TV is not the Android TV or platform that we are supporting, you can use a Ghost, connect on HDMI that's supporting, it's HDMI 2.0, so it's supporting 4K, it's supporting 144 Hz, and you can use it directly to play any game on your screen, on your TV, on your all the displays that you have, or just to replace your old gaming rig with a small, nice box.
So how much is it?
The Shadow Ghost costs $139. It's available for delivery to all the areas that our data center are covering. So it's available for all the users that's in our coverage of our data centers. And they order it online from our website, and we deliver them directly to their home.
Also want to touch base, because you're controlling basically your own PC via the cloud, you can use your library of games you have on Steam or the Epic Game Store that you've already purchased. And if you want to have if you want the drive with all your games, you can pay an additional fee to have the drive mailed to you, correct?
Exactly. You can install any kind of library that you already have. And of course, when I'm saying install, you're installing it on Shadow that's running on our data center internet infrastructure. So each Shadow is getting 1 gigabit download speed, no matter what is the connection at your place. So you can install in a matter of minutes any kind of game, be able to play it, and be able to enjoy your games that you already bought.
I think that's also great because so many people have data caps now on the internet connections, and some of these games can be 30, 40 gigs. And if you're installing it via your service, that doesn't count against their internet data cap.
Exactly. I would say even more than that, we have a lot of users we want the users to use it basically like a PC. Because after all, we're giving them a full PC. We also want to use it so that they will feel comfortable to use it for their email, to go to the internet, or whatever. We have a lot of users that's actually, like you said, using it for Netflix and YouTube, because actually, even if they're setting the bandwidth to 5 megabit, they can get a 4K experience of YouTube, while they don't have any kind of cache in the YouTube because it's sitting on 1 gigabit connection, there is no data caps, and so we're seeing a lot of users actually using it for that.
So where can people find more information about Shadow?
So our website is shadow.tech. They can see and get information about there. We also have an active Discord community. And also our people at the forum and the customer success will be happy to help them.